The night my boss crashed my date, I realized the universe had a personal vendetta against me. Not a vague, cosmic lesson kind of vendetta. No, this felt targeted, handcrafted, artisan-level sabotage. Here's how it started. I'd finally agreed to go on a date after months of swearing off romance. Her name was Mia. She had a smile that could restart a dead laptop, and she picked the restaurant, a cozy little place with dim lights, soft jazz, and chairs that didn't wobble. A miracle. I arrived early, rehearsing small talk like I was prepping for a job interview. So, what do you do for fun? What's your favorite movie? Please don't leave mid-salad. You know, the classics. She walked in wearing a red coat that made the whole room turn. I stood up, she smiled, and for a moment everything felt like it might actually go right. Then the door opened again, and in walked my boss. Not just walked, stormed, like he was entering a courtroom to deliver a dramatic objection. He scanned the room, spotted me, and his face lit up like he'd found a rare Pokémon. "Oh, good, you're here," he shouted. Mia blinked. "Friend of yours?" I whispered. "More like a recurring nightmare." Before I could stop him, he marched over and pulled up a chair. "I need your help," he said, out of breath. "It's an emergency." I prayed it was something normal. A spreadsheet issue, a printer jam, a missing password. Nope. He leaned in and whispered, "I think my ex is stalking me." Mia's eyebrows shot up so high they nearly left her forehead. I tried to salvage the moment. This is my boss. He's dramatic." "I'm not dramatic," he said dramatically. "She's here. Right now." I turned. Sure enough, a woman in a leather jacket was sitting at the bar, staring at him like she was deciding whether to order a drink or commit a crime. Mia whispered, "Should we leave?" I wanted to. Oh, I wanted to. But my boss grabbed my arm like a drowning man clinging to driftwood. "You can't leave me alone with her," he hissed. "She wants closure." "Isn't that normal?" I asked. "Not her kind of closure," he said. "She brought a scrapbook." A scrapbook. That's never a good sign. Before I could respond, the ex stood up and walked toward us with the slow, ominous confidence of someone who has rehearsed this moment in the mirror. My boss panicked. "Pretend we're in a meeting." "We're at a restaurant," I said. "Then pretend it's a business dinner." Mia looked at me like, "Is this your life?" I looked back like, unfortunately, yes. The ex reached the table. "Hello," she said sweetly. Too sweetly. "Funny seeing you here." My boss squeaked. "We're working." She glanced at the candles, the wine, the romantic ambiance. "Working?" she repeated. "Right." Then she turned to Mia. "And you are?" Mia opened her mouth, but my boss cut in. "She's our intern." Mia choked on her water. I kicked him under the table. He yelped. The ex narrowed her eyes. "You don't have interns." My boss stammered. "We do now?" This was spiraling fast. I stood up, trying to take control. "Okay, everyone, let's just..." And that's when the fire alarm went off. A loud, blaring, flashing, chaos-summoning alarm. People jumped up. Waiters shouted. Someone yelled, "It's the kitchen!" And everyone stampeded toward the exit. In the chaos, my boss grabbed my sleeve. "She did this," he whispered. "I know she did." His ex shouted over the noise. "Why would I set off a fire alarm?" He pointed at her bag. "Because you carry tools." "It's a makeup kit." "Suspicious." Mia grabbed my hand. "We're leaving," she said firmly, dragging me outside before I could get sucked deeper into the madness. We stood on the sidewalk, breathless, watching the restaurant empty out like a sinking ship. She looked at me. "So, does this happen to you often?" I sighed. "More than I'd like to admit." She laughed, a real, warm laugh, and said, "Well, it was memorable." "Memorable good Or memorable bad? I asked. She thought for a moment. Memorable enough that I'd give you a second chance. And just like that, the universe's vendetta softened. A little.